Was a deep post over the top. This one's going to be a quick post from the inside receiver, and Glennon right there on time throws a strike to Eddie Royal, who just kind of grabs it and gets himself in the end zone. Watch right here. Chris Long almost gets there. Two guys have to take him down, and then boy, that provides for a nice little time for him to get the football out to Eddie Royal. Boy, this is well thrown. Look at that. That's nice. Tight spiral, cutting through the wind.
132 yards receiving, 5 catches, and now a touchdown for Eddie Royal as Virginia Tech capitalizes on the turnover.
Boy, I was as impressed with Sean Glennon watching him throw and warm up, everything coming out nice and tight. He's a gym that much.
You can't, is what you're saying.
There lies the answer.
Do I have 175, anybody? Taken by one of the up men. Past the 35 to the 37-yard line is Joe Torsha, and he fumbled the ball. Torsha lost it, and no signal yet as to who recovered at the 37-yard line.
Well, this has been a long 40 seconds for the Virginia Cavaliers. They thought they had the football on a fumble by Josh Morgan to kind of turn away Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech
and
football.
They come up with it again. Going to have another shot.
And there's 2 seconds left. It'd be about a 55-yard field goal.
What they have just been dominating in the statistical department, 270 yards total offense to just 152.
Have a 100-yard rushing game this year after a pair of 200-yard games a year ago. Taylor, nice throw to Royal, who's had a heck of a day, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown, and that's has 2 punt returns for TDs this year. And is the all-time leader in the ACC in punt return yards. Virginia Tech got a piece of it. They blocked the punt. And the Hokies will have the ball inside the Virginia 30. Beamer ball on display here in Charlottesville.
That was Devon Morgan coming from the out. Well, the blocks have been down a little bit this year, but right now, right on cue, right there, just picking it right off the foot of the punter, Ryan Wiegand, and Virginia Tech's going to come up with the football in point-blank range, but this is what they're noted for. Special teams, we saw early, they tried the...
Glennon going to the sideline and going down to make the catch is Hyman for the first down at the 15-yard line.
Well, what's it
for 2 today? 29-yard attempt here. And so the Hokies get 3 off the block punt, but you go back to the 2 turnovers at the end. Touchdown drive, and that got everybody back into the game for Virginia. And Sewell looking deep and said stumbles as the pocket collapses. Orion Martin tags him down after a 2-yard loss. That was the first penalty by Virginia today. First down and 15 now for the Cavaliers. And Simpson ripped down in the backfield as Barry Booker blew up that play back at the 24 for a 2-yard loss. Third down and 1. Pierman not going to get there. In fact, tackled in the backfield by Booker again. His 3rd tackle for a loss today. Today. More than the Commonwealth Cup at stake. Bragging rights in the state, and obviously a chance to play for a conference title. Nice throw by Glennon and a catch by Morgan. It's a Virginia Tech first down right around the 40 in Virginia territory.
Scramble drill to come back. Chris Long's going to get some pressure, but he's going to flush Sean Glennon out left. You see it right there, and just flushes him out left. Now just working down the sideline in the scramble drill, sitting along the sideline. Josh Morgan making a nice little grab right there between a couple of Virginia defenders.
5-yard pass play back to the ground, then Orr, and a big hole, and Orr is to the outside to the 20, and finally dropped at the 18 by Lyles. Gain of about 23 yards and another Hokie first down. Tyrod Taylor is the quarterback. And Taylor will throw, and now he'll run, trying to get to the outside, being chased, and he is going to be in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Well, Tyrod
Taylor getting it done today for the Hokies on the road against their arch rivals with a spot in the ACC title game at stake. Michael Vick. Vick played as a redshirt freshman. Back to throw Sewell on 1st and 10. Everybody's covered. And Sewell being chased and horse-collared at the 18-yard line, which is legal in college football, by Chris Ellis.
Totally right here. Nowhere for Jamil Sewell to go with the football. This is one where you're not going to get anywhere. Just throw that football away. Keep yourself from taking that type of lick. You see him right here. It's Chris Ellis who kind of eats up the angle right there. And Chris Ellis is a good football and redshirt freshman from Missouri. Having a nice 3-game run.
Brandon Orr breaks a tackle and busts it to the outside. First down for Orr to the 45-yard line. Got about 12.
Of the running back, Brandon Orr.
Virginia Tech has struggled on third down today. Glennon hit as he throws. Well underthrown, but it's caught. The defender Cook fell down, and Hyman makes the grab inside the 20-yard line.
Well, what an adjustment on the football. Correct himself and make this catch. One-on-one coverage. You see it right there on the outside. I mean, Glennon identifies it, but he throws a bad football, which Hyman just kind of bails him out. The slip right there by Chris Cook, the junior cornerback from Virginia. And that's a nice adjustment right there. Go back, get the football at its highest point. But
and again splits the uprights. 33-21 Virginia Tech. Well, the hope Ellis was the one that hurt Sewell on the previous series. In trouble again is the quarterback, but somehow Sewell gets out of there. How did he not get sacked? He gets planted anyway by Vince Hall for a sack at the 44, but he should have lost about 8 more yards.
With those great instincts, comes up and makes a nice play.
Sewell on second down, and trouble, sacked again. This time Booker does get him, and the ball came out at the 34-yard line. They're ruling that he's down, though. Fourth down this year, but they got to get 17 yards here, and Sewell has to throw underneath because of the pressure, and Virginia Tech's going to take over on downs at the 45. Flowers makes the tackle on Job. It was pressure from the left side by Nikos Brown that forced the early you would
make them run plays.
You'll assume they'll call it here on third down, or to the outside. May not be third down, or drilled, but he appears to have the first down, and that'll stop the clock for the moment as they reset the chains at the 34-yard line. It's a first down for Virginia Tech. Well,
anything happening in college football because of what's gone on this entire college football season. So Virginia Tech playing for the national championship when a bunch of people in front of them start to slide. Hey, we don't know that. And there's some frustration there on the Virginia Tech players. Virginia players.
And you see that flag that's being carried by the Hokies. It has their official tribute ribbon logo, remembering the victims of the April 16th tragedy. They've had a similar patch on their uniforms throughout the year. And I know that everybody in Blacksburg can be very happy riding the emotions of this football team, and now a chance to play in a BCS Bowl. Virginia falls to 9-3, and here's Aaron Andrews.
Well, Coach, so many coaches like to try to stray away from the 2-quarterback system. You make it work. How do you do it?
You know, Sean made some nice plays, and Tyrod made some nice plays, and then they had some help in that offensive line and so forth. But I'm proud of our football team. Come in here, and we beat a good football team. This Virginia crowd, they played exceptionally well, very efficient. Chris Long, what a heart he's got. So I'm proud of our football team coming here and get a big win.
Brandon Orr goes over 100 yards for the first time this season. What did you think was the difference for him today?
Well, I think receivers are making some great catches. Hyman down here. I think that opens things up a little bit. I think our offensive line is intact now. That opens things up a little bit. And I think he's the healthiest he's been. So all those things together makes a pretty good offense.
And guess what? You get a chance to match up against BC next week for the ACC championship. What does his second chance at the Golden Eagles mean for this team?
Well, we're glad to get the ACC championship game, and first time they got us, I can tell you, and they're a very efficient team. You look at their team, and they play very, very efficient. So back to work this week, and let's go play for the ACC championship.
Coach, thank you.
All right, Aaron, it's only the third year of the ACC championship game, but Virginia Tech is the first team that's going to appear in the title game twice. The Hokies will play Boston College a week from today after they win at Virginia 33-21. Up next.